What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Car Talk. This is Tyler Schmidt, joined, as per usual, by Ryan Johnson and Lou Janu. Boys, what up? It is so good to see you. The last night was like Christmas Eve to me. I was very excited. The pregame chatter has been fantastic, and I am just over the moon to see two of my very near and dear close friends doing well, looking happy and healthy. There's been a lot happening in everyone's lives. And so thank you both for taking a little bit of time to connect. Lou, first, I got to lament at this coffee sign that is sitting over your left shoulder. Talk to me about, you got some real home decor going.
Yeah, listen, you get a house, you gotta decorate your house a little bit. It's a little coffee bar situation. We got some multicolored glasses over there because there's a little bar to my right.
They do look like some martini glasses back there. We've come a long way from the photo that stayed unhung for about 8 months.
Correct. We got hung photos over here. I mean, like, we're trying to get better. You don't have to record a podcast every week. You have time to hang out pictures. It is what it is.
It's true. You're taking a page out of Ryan's book. Well, I'll just jump.
You don't have to record a podcast every week.
It was Tuesday mornings we would record, right? This is the old Wednesday morning record.
No, it was definitely Tuesdays.
This is Tuesdays and we would go out. Yeah, we go out Wednesdays. Yep. Good times. Good times. I was thinking back of the times that I recorded from Switzerland or recorded from a cabin in the middle of the woods.
I remember the cabin. That was crazy.
Yeah,
the cabin was an elite episode. But it's apropos time that we're getting back together, and I've been thinking about it because I believe tonight, yeah, this will record Friday, so it'll come out Friday, but tonight, Thursday, college football week 1. This whole week 0 stuff, I'm off on that Dublin games and stuff like that. But it is week 1 of the college football season. We're going to get into that. We're going to have a little chatter because Penn State and Ohio State are both preseason and top 5 ranked teams after a devastating end to the Penn State season last year, which Drew Aller did not mimic the national championship ending of Ohio State's season. But first, as always, I'm going to throw it over to you, Lou, because I need to know what's on your mind.
So as is tradition, I didn't think about this at all until right now. I would say the number one thing that's on my mind right now is that I had my fantasy draft last night. So like I'm pretty locked in on that. I'm thinking about my fantasy team. I'm not super proud of how that all landed, but globally speaking, I would say what's on my mind is college football. We came here to talk about college football today. I'm thinking about the University of Michigan, who really got away with one of the all-time slaps on the wrist. I can't wait to get into it with Ryan because he spent years talking about how there was going to be a death penalty. If we can get the screenshot, Jay, if you could throw in the screenshot of when he said like what the hammer's coming down or whatever he said, and then they gave him like
the squeaky plastic hammer.
Yeah, it was the squeaky one. It was like it was like look at the Fortnite one. You know the hammer they have in Fortnite. It looks like that. So what I'm thinking about is honor, tradition, and Michigan football.
How are they slated to be? Are they going to be decent?
They're ranked in the top 25, which blew my mind. They had this quarterback. Ryan, what do you think about the quarterback? And don't lie.
Big time. He got big money, right?
Big. They gave him like.
Hold on. I've been very, very quiet. Right. This is the first time we've recorded a podcast in almost 2 years. A lot has happened, but the most important thing. Get that on camera, Jay.
You've
Go
earned
ahead
it.
and zoom in on that. It's a little blurry. We have the blur background. That's tradition. But Ohio State won a national title, and we did not. Lou mentions that word honor. That's a loose term if you're a Michigan man. That's a real loose term. I will give a lot of props to a Georgia fan turned Michigan fan, or a Michigan fan turned Georgia fan turned Michigan fan again. It takes a lot of like just internal like recognition from Lou to be like all time, heist job for sure.
Oh.
Jim Harbaugh has a show clause longer than he coached at Michigan.
Who cares?
Crazy. Crazy.
Show clause meaning what? He can't coach? He's not allowed to coach or something?
He's got that show clause penalty where
if he gets hired at a college job, he can't coach. And then Urban Meyer was saying it should go into his NFL career, and it's like, Urban Meyer, weren't you like
where's Urban Meyer at?
Jim Tressel got in trouble for tattoos. We weren't like jeopardizing the integrity of the game.
Yeah. All Jim Harbaugh did was just buy a kid a couple cheeseburgers and they were at practice. Like, what's the big deal?
That's it. That's
There
all
were
we do.
cell phones smashed and thrown into the bottom of a lake with that thing.
It happens, bro. Like, what if you're riding a bike and you fall off the bike and then the phone goes in the
big
water?
bike riding guys up there.
They love to ride bikes in Michigan. Where you been?
Yeah,
They actually do. Michigan's a beautiful place. Okay, so Ryan's Lou's focused on Michigan. Ryan, it's a big week for you out in Columbus.
Yeah.
You had a real day in the shop yesterday, but I got to ask you, what is on your mind?
Yeah, man, what you mentioned it earlier. You're like the pregame chatter. It's been electric. I think that's one thing that I would imagine most listeners don't probably know is how active our group chat is. It is hands down the most active group chat I'm in. Like, it's not even close. Like, the Car Talk group chat has lived on in eternity, and like, I will be in that group chat until the day that I pass away. Like, it is without question. Like, it never ends. Like, I assure you, if Ohio State were to lose, like, I would love to find the clips after Ohio State. I would not love to, but I'm sure if you go back to like the end of November for the Car Talk group chat when Ohio State lost to Michigan, Lou was wearing, maize and blue. And I mean, it was crazy. Again, the Car Talk, the Car Talk group chat lives on. And I think that's the, you talked about the pregame chatter. I think that's the biggest thing is, we haven't recorded in so long, but the group chat, lives on. So
Jay's links yesterday?
Yeah, crazy. Crazy, Jay.
0
days since last incident. Listen, we'll just keep it at that, but shout out to my guy, Jay, for that. What's on my mind? Shop remodel right now, so just focus on that. I told you guys yesterday was a 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. kind of day, just kind of picking away at this. But then, come Friday night, trade night ends at 9 o'clock, and then it's just, it's just horns down. That's it. That's it. I mean, it's real simple. I grew up a Patriots fan, so I assure you I have no love lost for anybody with the last name Manning, whether beating Peyton Manning a lot or losing to Eli Manning in the most, crucial games of my, Patriots fandom. Yeah, I'm still, at tomorrow when it's Saturday when it's 1v3 and in the shoe, it will be horns down. I mean, that's it. That's what it's going to be. But, I think again, bigger piece in the college football conversation is it was nice last year because we won a national title, but the games just don't matter as much. Like the college football playoff is 12 teams, 14 teams, whatever it is now. It's like, we beat Texas, we lose to Penn State, Michigan. Like we're still probably getting in. Like Ohio State's still big enough brand. Like if you beat Texas, like you got to win one of those 3 games really. Like you got to beat Michigan, you got to beat Penn State, or you got to beat Texas. Like, so it's different, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. The playoff last year was, college football. Like those are some of my favorite episodes we've ever recorded on Card Talk. Are like the playoffs when the playoffs are on and watching NFL football every weekend, and now you're gonna throw big, championship weekend. You're gonna throw the Heisman in, and then you're gonna start the playoffs right before Christmas. I mean, at home, injected into my veins. Like I'll take as much of that as humanly possible. So excited for it to be back.
So when you said we can lose to Michigan, is that just like now embedded in you? Like you expect?
No. I'm saying it would be possible to still get in.
Right. So you're still like, it doesn't mean as much as what you're saying.
Oh, no. It doesn't mean much in terms of getting in. It means a tremendous amount to me.
Got it. Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
Are you still beat Michigan over winning Natty?
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't feel right. Like,
then why do you even care about the Natty you just won?
We didn't cheat. That's I stand on the pride thing. Like this is an ethical university. We didn't cheat.
Yeah. Ryan Day, really ethical guy.
What's Ryan Day done? Crickets.
It's all about friendship and togetherness today. So I'm not gonna.
Yeah. There we go. I mean, it wouldn't be a normal Car Talk episode if we didn't have that kind of banter. But it's still beat Michigan. Win the Big Ten, win a national title. Those are the goals. So, all right, Ty, what's I
got a lot of things. I got quite a few things actually that are on my mind at the moment.
Wait, Lou, did you hear what he said?
What? Quite a few? Yeah, we're gonna be here for 20 minutes.
All right. First off, let's take it easy, but I got to start. U.S. Open. I mean, U.S. Open tennis is electric. My guy Holger Rune just classic crash out in the second round last night.
Your boy lost?
Yes,
Is that
he sucks.
is
The
that the
Danish
Dane?
dude. Yes, the Danish dude who can't get over the hump. The guy is a perpetual blue ball player. He looks great, just can't finish. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Carlitos Alcaraz, though.
Ty was right. Ty was definitely right.
Carlitos Alcaraz came out with the shaved head and the total 90 kit. The dude might be the swaggiest athlete out right now. Yannick Sinner, like, I get it. He's almost too good that he's not that interesting, in my opinion. Golf.
Ty, real quick. I know you to be an ethical guy, so I value your opinion.
Oh my God.
Sinner, some doping in the past.
Yeah,
Like, how do we feel?
Yeah, I actually think he's gotten an easy pass. Like, I think he's gotten an easy pass.
You would say a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, I would say he might be a Michigan man.
Oh, I wasn't going to say it.
I think Sinner
That doesn't bother me, though.
I think Yannick Sinner is a Michigan man, frankly. Cheater, yet somehow it doesn't matter.
Tyler referred to him as too good. He's so good, it's boring.
Because he's taking, like, HGH. He's doing the whole, like...
What's wrong with HGH? Now we're against HGH.
If it's illegal to compete...
We've been pro HGH on this show since day one.
But not to be the greatest tennis player. Like actually correct, says Jack.
You want to talk about HGH, but about your boy Otani? I mean, we'll get into that too. But let's continue.
I mean, yeah, Otani, proven he's not a flash in the panty.
For sure.
Lou still thinks he's a flash in the panty. The guy's a modern day Babe Ruth. I mean,
That's
when's
crazy.
the last time you watched him do anything?
I haven't watched a baseball game.
Okay, so then he's not what you're saying.
2016. Oh all right, U.S. Open, focused on that. Ryder Cup selections came out yesterday. U.S. team, frankly, looks a little dusty outside of Scotty Scheffler and maybe a couple guys like Harris English, and I think Russell Henley might be in the mix there. Harry Potter is on my mind heavily. The show is filming. Do you guys realize you're going to sit back like, Ryan, you're going to be a big Harry Potter guy. It's going to take over culture, 10 years, Game of Thrones style, redo the shows, and into the collecting world.
Always been a big Harry Potter guy.
Did you ever pick up any art boxes?
No, remember I told you it's still one of my all-time,
Triple
desired cards is the triple.
I think it's an absolute banger. Some of the Wizards of the Coast stuff is moving nice, but the first edition book is still, I think, my holy grail of all things. So Harry Potter's on my mind. Legos are on my mind. And then Legos are hot.
I believe you. I was excited.
Oh, you were excited?
Yeah.
Do you own any Legos?
No, that's the first time I've heard you say that. So I thought there would be more data coming with that.
I'm just a big Lego guy. Danish,
right.
Back again. And I'm coming back from 2 weeks in Europe. I hit a couple different card shops. I hit a card shop in Poland. It was a real gamer shop. Picked up some Pokemon. What is that? Scarlet and Violet out there. I was doing some market research, if you will. I was getting my real Ryan Johnson on. By the way, shout out Ryan for one time ending up in Shipshewana and now literally being the mayor of Shipshewana.
Yeah, you kind of are like the star of the show over there, huh?
It's his show.
I feel like when I think about Shipshewana, I think Ryan Johnson.
That's crazy.
Why is it not crazy?
You got to go to Shipshewana. Like
half the people in the world that know about Shipshewana know about it because of you.
I feel like we're attacking Shipshewana now.
Shipshewana is amazing. You ever had the pretzels? No. You'd think about the pretzels if you'd been to Shipshewana.
Bro, you know what I just thought about? Ty, remember the egg sandwiches at the National a few years ago?
Yes.
Damn.
You know what I was thinking about at the National this year? How I couldn't walk 4 steps without seeing a kid walking around with waters and candy bars slanging. I was like, a lot of Card Talk listeners out here. So those are the things that are on my mind. And then I'll segue into what we're here for, which is to talk about college football and the fact that I feel so weird as a Penn State fan. Penn State to me meant grinding it out, meant coming from outside of the top 25 or maybe 22 and looking at the rankings every week as we kind of win a couple games here and there, a couple Big Ten slugfests. And to Ryan's point, like, First off, last year ended in a way that I'm still heartbroken about.
Should have been playing for a national title.
Against Ohio State.
Should have been playing. I was way more interested in playing Notre Dame than playing you a second time.
First off, I hate Notre Dame. There's few things in this world. I hate Boston and I hate Notre Dame. And we lost to them. And all we had to do was go down the field and kick a field goal, and Drew Aller turns into freaking Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Ryan Fitzpatrick wouldn't have made some of those throws. It was like
I meant Ryan Tannehill, by the way. I meant Ryan Tannehill.
What's he up to?
Turns into Ryan Tannehill, throws the worst pick of all time. Now we're going into the season as preseason number 2. Essentially, like what Ryan says, we have 2 games on the schedule. Every other game we have to win. Then we have 2 games. We got Oregon and a whiteout, which should be electric. If we lose, we're idiots. If we win, it was home whiteout. Of course we won. And then we got to go to Ohio State. We lose that game, and then we're limping into the playoff. Like, I don't see I'm sad. I'm like happy, but I sit here today sad about Penn State. Does that make sense? Is anyone picking up what I'm putting down?
No, I think for the 5+ years I've known, you've begged to be in a moment like this where your team actually has a real shot to like be good, not like one of those like pretend years like you think you're going to be good with, like, you know, Christian Hackenberg kind of stuff, like craziness. So I think like you got in this moment, you're like, this doesn't feel like us. Like, I'm not really interested in like winning games. Like, now you're like, hey, we might actually be good. It's like scaring you. You're like, we might actually be good. I don't know how to like feel about this. Yeah, like Penn State. You brought back a lot of guys, right? This is a college football show. I know some people are going to be like, you know, in the comments like they used to be 5 years ago, where they're like, please stop talking about college football. You know, you're going to get a lot of that. But, I mean, you brought back so many guys. You stole Jim Knowles. Not like a Michigan stole. Very different. Like, honor, paid more money. Like, the right
negotiated the deal like a true
Pennsylvania. But you brought back a lot of guys. You probably have the best running back tandem in America.
Best quarterback.
That's preposterous. He's not even a top 5 quarterback. That's craziness. Drew Aller might go top 5 in the NFL because he's built like Josh Allen, lose guy Josh Allen. But like we could go down the list. That guy is not a top 5 quarterback. That's crazy talk. If Drew Aller was a top 10 quarterback, we could have a debate. Top 5, he wouldn't have made. I mean, did you watch the last game of Drew Aller's season last year?
It's one game.
I don't know about this, right? I mean, I think it's fair to say he's on the borderline.
Say he's not 1, or maybe like he's 3 to 4, but like top 5. I mean,
yeah, like you're talking about him like he's Julian
Sanger.
Right
5-6 border.
Come on, you got Arch Manning, you got Klubnik, and then where else?
Arch Manning. Give me Drew Aller over Arch Manning.
I agree. So now you're saying Arch isn't a top 5 guy.
Klubnik for sure. I'm all in on Klubnik. Been in on Klubnik for a while. I think Nussmeier's the real deal. I really like Garrett Nussmeier. Yeah, I mean, we could. I'd have to really sit down and like think about like who I love more, but not a real big. All right,
so I'm gonna focus us up here for a second, and I'm gonna go quickly around the horn. What we do? I think first and foremost we got to pick the natty, and I'm gonna start with Lou.
I'm picking the teams playing in the natty or the winner of the natty.
The 2 teams in the natty, and then the winner of the natty.
I'm gonna take Texas for sure. And then I'll also take Clemson.
Interesting.
Some good picks. Lou knows ball.
I'm take Texas and Clemson, and then it's Arch taking the trophy home.
Yeah. That guy. I mean, what I want to see happen, obviously, you know, defending national champions. The best 2 players in college football. Like, listen, we can argue. You can argue with a wall if you disagree. The best 2 players in college football play in Columbus. One of them plays defense and one of them plays offense. Like, argue with a wall. That's how it is. Jeremiah Smith and Caleb Downs are the best 2 college football players in America. Now, they can't play every position. We obviously won a title, lost a lot of guys that came back to win. Julian Sand, he's a 5-star guy. I've heard he's the real deal. He went to Alabama, transferred out with Downs when Saban left. We'll see. Got a lot to prove. Yeah, I'm excited. Like, obviously, like, that's what I want to have happen. Jeremiah Smith going 3 straight years, 3 straight national titles. I would love that. That'd be great. Caleb Downs, maybe one more on the way out. Wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't mind a back-to-back. So again, if I'm going to pick with my heart, I'm going to tell you Ohio State defeats Notre Dame again. If I was wagering money, I would tell you that Notre Dame is going to win a national title. Yeah. Wow. Notre Dame has the best running back in the country. Jeremiah Love is as good as like Saquon was going into his last year. Like,
that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm sorry. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's an outlandish thing.
Jeremiah Love is crazy good. They also have one of the best coaches in America. Like, Ty, I love you as a human being, but James Franklin, brother, doesn't win any big game. The guy doesn't win any big game. He never wins big games. So, like, until we sit here and be like, this guy can win the big game, like, I'm going to take Marcus Freeman over.
That doesn't mean you got to pick him to win the Natty.
Games. Yeah, maybe. Penn State's a good team. They're a really good team.
You have Notre Dame over Ohio State in the chip?
Again, if you're asking me to bet with my wallet, I'm gonna go like Notre Dame. I love the Clemson pick out of Lou. I don't think Texas is getting to the Natty. We'll see after this weekend. You're gonna learn a lot. I don't want it to be Notre Dame, Penn State. I would be crushed. It would be so awful. I would hate watching. I wouldn't even watch. Man. It's an interesting one.
You made like 7 picks. Like,
this is classic Ryan.
Like, can we just who do you got in the Natty? And
Ohio State over Notre Dame, same thing as last year.
Nice. I'm going to be clean. I'm going to be simple. My dreams would be made. Life would be whole and life would be good. Penn State over Ohio State in the Natty. I do it every year. We need it. Drew Aller, redemption story. We win, and I ride off into the happiness of sports, and nothing else matters. Penn State wins the Natty chip. Life is good for me. Life is it.
That would be a great moment for Tyler.
I would cry. I would actually cry, I think. Like I cried after we lost to Notre Dame.
I will tell you, I was in Atlanta. I brought some friends. Brian, my video guy, who's been with me for a while, my wife, and I was like straight in front of 3rd and 14 when Jeremiah Smith puts that ball and is just wide open, single coverage. I'm right there going to the 27, 25-yard line. That moment, I get chills talking about it. I'll remember it for the rest of my life. It was obviously I was a student last time Ohio State won, first time ever CFP. So I didn't get to go then. So to be able to go now, I love my guy Ty. My guy Ty's never seen Penn State play for a Natty. You don't know how many opportunities you're going to get in life to be able to do that. It was one of the coolest things. Hands down, the coolest sporting event I've ever been to in my entire life. Watching my favorite team on earth win a national title with, 6 of the people I care about most, I wouldn't trade it for the world. It was so much fun.
I love that.
So, Ty, I hope one day you get to see that. I just hope it's a long way away.
That's what makes me nervous and sad is just if it doesn't happen this year, when? I don't know.
I've lived a
lot
of those.
We got to get a whole new quarterback. We got to get a whole new thing.
We got the brakes beat off us by Alabama, and then, the Marvin Harrison targeting call, not call, and then the missed field goal as the clock strikes midnight, and then losing to Michigan. You're just is this ever going to end? And it does, Ty. Eventually it does. It is glorious. You'll love it.
One can hope and one can dream. All right, with 1 or 2 minutes left here, we'll take 60 seconds on cards and collecting. Lou, anything you've been collecting recently, and or where would you make a play if you were looking to make a play right now?
I have done quite literally zero.
Okay.
I have some stuff set up. Definitely not. The thing, if I could buy it right now, you said Legos to me, and it made me get excited. But I would say I'd probably be looking for more Astros stuff, because as time has gone on and this Astros team has come back around again, I'm just very nostalgic for the Carlos Correa times. I'm nostalgic for Altuve. Jordan's back. I would just be diving back into the Astros right now, but I'm not.
Where are the Astros? Are they going to make the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, one of the best teams in the league again. What else is new?
I thought they were dead. I thought they were.
Yeah, that's what the haters would want you to believe.
Luke, can you give us an update on the Yankees?
Let's say something about the Yankees. When did we originally do the show? 2020, right?
Yep.
They've been a joke ever since. They went to the World Series last year and got dominated.
I know.
It was phenomenal. I think Aaron Judge had like 2 hits in the whole series.
I've been on. I love the Yankees. I miss Derek Jeter, and as I was walking yesterday, and I was thinking about it. So I'm like, it was like a little fall. It was a little cold. There was maybe a leaf that fell, and I'm like, smells like going to a baseball game season. And I was like, I think I would be sad because I miss Derek Jeter so much, and like Aaron Judge being the face of the Yankees with that contract and never having won anything is so anti-Yankee that I'm sad. I miss Bernie
Yeah, but
Williams.
he hit so many home runs in the regular season that no one cares about.
Oh, there it is.
Brian, you're on the opposite end of the spectrum, spending all day, every day in and around sports cards, fictional cards, Disney cards, if you will. What's been a focus of your personal collection? I know obviously business is one thing, but as Ryan Johnson, the family man, the father, the collector, the one that is passionate about many things, what do you have your eye on, or what's a recent pickup you've enjoyed?
Yeah, a lot of my time and energy now in collecting is focused around like things to collect with my wife and son. Like, for sure, it's not even close. Like, having kids changes your just your outlook on life, like the way you spend money, allocate time, like just kids just change everything in life. So a lot of stuff now is just like stuff like this. I post about it a lot, but like the Disney stuff, like being able to my wife used to work with me, so
Say it for the it's a little unclear.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not all the IT guy because I think your Wi-Fi is.
Yeah, it's the Wi-Fi.
Shout out to the Wi-Fi here, man. I don't got that plug in like Tyler does.
So what is it? Like just say what it is.
Yeah. It's a 2024 Topps Chrome Disney Super.
Of what character?
Shout out to Randall from Monsters Inc.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, so being able to collect.
What's your all-time favorite Disney movie?
I mean, Toy Story is probably the answer. That's a good question. You're talking about like something from when we were kids, or like can I go like
gun to head, like favorite Disney?
Isn't it like? I mean, is Remember the Titans Disney?
I don't. That's not like within.
You asked Disney. I'm trying to go something like I would want to watch like Gold of Mine, not like
the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, bro.
I'm not trying to go like Pocahontas, dog. I'm trying to I'm not trying to go Pocahontas. I'm trying to watch like Remember the Titans or like Miracle.
Is like the quarterback from Remember the Titans in the Disney Chrome set. Like, give me like a Disney.
Well, that's not what you asked. You said Disney movie. I'm just trying to I'm not trying to watch Pocahontas. I'm trying to watch like.
Yeah, but you knew what he was asking.
That's what I tried to ask. I said Toy Story. The guy went.
It's like I asked you who your picks for the Natty. You're talking about like the SEC like championship game. Like no, like
yeah, like you put up the card. Like it was obvious what we were talking about.
Like, come on.
I mean, you never know. You never know.
You're not
gotta
wrong.
Make sure. You gotta cover all my bases. Yeah,
animated Disney classic.
Toy Story is probably up there.
Cool.
Yeah, probably easy answer. But yeah, Toy Story.
Now I will answer my own question. It's really in my gut. I need a Blastoise first edition PSA 10. I need it like I need oxygen. I need to own it forever. That blue, those cannons on the boy's back, that yellow of the card, that's my focus. I'm going to move. I have a good first edition collection. I'm going to reallocate.
You're gonna reallocate. How much is a Blastoise right now?
I think like
20,000.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I got work to do. You got
to reallocate.
Yeah, I got to reallocate. I got to sell everything I own.
I have to rearrange my life.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Well, boys,
we should have
I
all put those out
appreciate
there
it.
as RPAs. We could have sold that and bought a couple Blastoise.
I know. Remember when I got yelled at for pumping the market that I have cards that I didn't own anything of?
Yikes, that's tough. That's a tough look.
Damn it. Well, I love you. It's good to see you, boys. I'm going to try and twist your arm again once in a while. Hop on here, hang out, and say what's good. Rye, enjoy this weekend. Good luck with the card shop opening this Friday. And Lou, you the man. F the Astros. Go Yankees. Love you, boys. Peace.
See you, buddy.